Hey YouTube, this is Kerry, scrapping for a dart. I just wanted to show you an update video of some of the stuff I've been working on this weekend. I got the okay from the doc finally to be off light duty, so my restrictions are gone. I can lift again, hallelujah. I've been just itching to get out here and get some of the stuff cleaned up. If you remember some of my other videos, I had quite a big stack of stuff here, and I still have some, but it's the pile's dwindling down, I guess you would say. I've just got some steel there, some towers I've been pulling apart. That's ready to go. I've still got some bins of some laptop parts and stuff. These two boxes are full of motherboards, floppy boards, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, stuff like that. Ready to go. The bottom one's sealed, 40 pounds. The top one will probably be about the same, so there's about 80 pounds there, and I get about $3.20 a pound for those. So I'll be shipping those off as soon as I get that top box full. This bin here, hard drives, still got some of those left to work on. I'm going to save those for this winter because I'll just do those in bulk. And there's some laptop drives in there. These 5 towers I pulled out separate because I found a buyer for these, and I'm going to be making a lot more money than scrap on these. I sold just one of these and a Viper game system I got just as scrap, and I sold both of them for $100. So 50 bucks a tower, I mean that's good money, way more than scrap. So the common stuff I strip, this kind of stuff I save out, and I'll be selling that separately. This bin here is just some miscellaneous computer stuff. Kind of when I get in a hurry, I just want to get rid of some of these computer shells, so I'm just throwing the components in here and I'll process those later. This bin is just basically just the small steel stuff, screws and nuts and bolts, stuff like that. I'm going to show you some of the really good stuff I've been working on. Actually over here too, I'll show you a sneak peek inside my heatsink bin. This sucker's almost full. It's probably 60-70 pounds. It's really heavy. So there's that. Some more of my aluminum I've showed you before. Tower pile is dwindling. I think I'm down to about 20 towers there. All this wire, there's probably 300-400 pounds there. It's really heavy. I have to process all that still and cut the ends off. And pull the transformers and stuff off some of those. These ones here, this wire is done. The bin below it is done. Some of these other bins are done. They're ready to go. 2 of those bins there, as I showed you before, those are the ones I need to strip. I just haven't had time, but this winter I'll find time. This bin here it's almost 100 pounds. It's all motors. It's really heavy. Just all the little mini motors, windings, computer fans, all that. My yard takes us all together. Some people's yards won't pay the same amount with the plastic, but mine does, so I just mix it all together with my transformers. That'll be ready to go pretty soon. And over here, I wanted to show you some of these Mac Daddy heat sinks that have been coming out of some of these computers. For those of you that are new to this, you want to separate your heat sink aluminum because you get more money for it. I get like 10 cents more a pound for this over cast, so I'll be getting about 60 cents a pound for these. Just for an example, I'll show you how heavy these are. Just one heat sink is 1 pound 4 ounces, so I've got lots of these, and there's lots of them in that bin, so you can see how fast the weight adds up. And of course, you know, you have all kinds, little guys, stuff like that. Just another little note, when I take apart towers, like I showed you before on the motherboards, I'm not taking the time to pull these off anymore because I get more just leaving them on. But in the case, like sometimes in the bottom of the cases of the steel, like in the computer tower, they'll have these little brass pieces in the bottom where the motherboard screws into. These I do pull out, and those add up. And sometimes you'll find little brass bits, like in some of these other switches and stuff. Over here, oh gosh, I don't even know where to go here. These have been stacking up too. I got a lot of them. Pentium 2s. I pull the heat sinks off, of course, and I separate the boards out. There's different types, different sizes. This one's a little smaller. You can see here some of the boards, and these got a lot of gold on them. You want to separate those, depending on what your buyer will pay you for them. I get a lot more. I think I get like $6-7 a pound for those, something like that. And then there's of course memory. All these memory sticks that are here in this pile all have the aluminum on them. I'm going to keep these separate from my other fingers or memory when I sell them. Might take the time to just go ahead and take a small screwdriver and pop the metal off there. But if I can get the same amount, I will, but I'm not sure if buyers will buy them mixed in with other memory. So I don't want to screw myself by mixing them together. Let's see, here we go. There's a lot of gold memory here. Some of this was from that storage unit that I got. A lot of this I've been pulling out of these computer towers. Two separate bins. These bins are about a half a pound a piece, but just to show you, here's one. It's 8 pounds 2 ounces. eBay is where I'm going to sell these because they're about $10 to $14 a pound depending. So you can see how fast the money adds up. I mean, 8 pounds, even if I get 10, that's 80 bucks right there. But I'll be getting more money than that. And then move this over here. And this bigger one under here, this one's 9 pounds. So basically, you know, that's 17, 18 pounds total just of gold memory. So I'll be making a few $100s off that. And then I've got some other stuff to show you. I've been getting some of these. These are air cards. These are Sprint, but right here, gold. And inside these, there's cards. So I'm going to sell these as is. I talked to my buyer. He'll buy these from me as is per pound. So I think I can get about $3.20 a pound for these. So I'll just leave the plastic on and let him buy it. Basically 3 pounds right there. Set that aside. Down here, let's see, let's go to this one. Speaking of heat sinks, this bastard's heavy. That's, well, my scale aired out, so that means it's over 10 pounds. But all of these have copper mixed in. So either I take the time and pull all the copper out of these, or I sell these as is, and I'll get more, way more than I would just for these because it's got copper in it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Sometimes it's really hard to get the stuff out of here, so it might just be worth, you know, the time just to sell it as is. I'll have to decide on my own and see what I want to do. Lots more here. This one, this is all silver memory. That I keep separate from my gold. I've seen on eBay some people mix it. Those people are not making as much. You want to separate it. At least that's what I found. I'm running out of room to weigh this. I can sneak in there. 7 pounds. So these are going for about $7 a pound. So there's another $50. Okay. This box here is all laptop stuff. There's some other boards. There's just a ton of these coax wires, and these all have, I don't know if I can see it better under the light here, but these are all gold-plated ends. I sold some, or shipped some of these to Feats for that experiment that he did for me to melt them down. I sent another big lot to him. Somewhere in the process, somebody got the package, opened it, took the stuff out of it, resealed it, and then sent it on to him. And then, like, when he got it, he's like, "Are you joking me?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Well, there's nothing in the box, it's empty." So anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. But anyway, I don't like thieves, they piss me off. Work hard for this stuff. And this bin here is just the small boards, but a lot of these, sometimes these are hidden in your computer, like in the plastic part. You know, there's always just a few connectors in there, and a lot of the time you don't want to take the time to pull the plastic off to get these, but I do, because all these have gold pins in them. There's different sizes, big gold pins, different types. Some of these had silver connectors. This one does. This one's got silver instead of gold. But this all adds up. Again, $3.20 a pound for this. Another 6 pounds, another $20. So you can see how this stuff adds up, guys. So you want to separate all your stuff out. Find yourself a buyer that's honest, and make sure you're honest with them, because you don't want to lose them if they're paying you good money. And basically that's all I got for you right now. And I guess underneath, oh, I forgot the best stuff here. What am I doing? These CPUs. These are all fiber. There's green, brown, and black. The black fibers pay the most, so you want to separate the black. Some places just take the green and brown together at the same price. It just depends. You got to find out what your buyer wants you to do. So, you know, I can't remember exactly how much this one weighed, but it's 4 pounds 10 ounces of fiberboard, so that's pretty good. Ceramics, these are the gold mine if you find the right ones. And some people are paying hundreds of dollars a pound for these things. It just depends. Some of them are just kind of the standard ones, but some have a lot more gold than others. I pulled out some examples here for you to look at, like these IBMs, these 6x86s. These are about $10 a piece. So I just pulled out 3 of those. I haven't even gone through all of them yet. Intel's the same. See, double gold on this side. Not only the pins, but there's gold in the center. And then there's these Cyrix ones, these M2s. These also sell for about 10 bucks. You know, anywhere from $8 to $12 a pound. I just average 10. So just right there, that's $60 for 6 CPUs. So anyway, this stuff adds up. You can see now, after looking at all this stuff, I probably got, I mean, I might have $1,000 worth of stuff just in the wiring. I mean, 400 pounds, that's $400 right there. You know, I've got all these boards. I've still got all these towers to take down. You guys want to look for computer towers, you can see how this stuff adds up. But anyway, I was just excited about it, so I wanted to share my Sunday afternoon, showing you kind of what I've been doing. And I've still got a lot to do, but that's about it. We had a windstorm last night, and I woke up to this at my back door. All the leaves on the trees came down, so not only do I have a lot of scrapping to do, but I've got a lot of yard work to do as well. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care.